Hey guys, welcome back to Nice Junk. And today we're going to restore this instrument panel from a 1966 Pontiac Parisienne. But what you learn here, you'll be able to put towards any of these old school pieces of art. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. It's going to be awesome. The old cars, they have soul, and we're going to bring this one back to life. Just to give you a quick overview, paint has been peeling off all over the place. You know, crappy. We've got a little bit of corrosion. Um, Again, paint peeling off, nasties everywhere, dirty. Just not very exciting and not something you actually want to see in a car. So we'll be able to polish this up, and I can't wait for you to see the transformation. Well, I can't wait to see the transformation either. The nice thing is our gauges are pretty good. The plastic is dull. That's got to be polished up. And a lot of cleaning, a little bit of painting, a lot of polishing. So we're going to start off. Wow, this stuff's just flaking off. Anyways, I'm going to totally dismantle this before we get into restoring it, because that's probably makes the most sense. And I've got my incomplete set of screwdrivers here that are not very well marked. And we're just going to look for the one that is flat, which of course is going to be the last one I grab. I'm going to start taking off this knob. Just a set screw in the side, which could be a pin in the side. Going to do this one as well. I'm not going to be hooking up the reverb, so I am still undecided if I'm going to put this button back on. But I'll let you guys tell me in the comments what you think I should do. There's a nut here. This one's got a lot of corrosion on it. I'll have to test that to see if it works or not. This is for the reverb. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why you need reverb in a car stereo, but reverberations. Okay, believe everything's off the front now. Now we're going to take all these items off the back. So this stud, that stud mounts it to the dash. And it has a speed nut that goes on here. But then there's this rubber washer, and I'm sure that's to keep stuff from rattling. So I'm going to have to try and source something like that, or I might have to make them. Who knows? What I might do is take this off, take a Scotch-Brite and just take that loose stuff off, give that a coat of silver paint, and call it a day. I cut all my wiring out. Yeah, I know I'm a bad person, but I'm putting new harness in, so it doesn't matter. I don't really care. And the reason I cut the wiring is this way I have the color code straight on these plugs, then I can unpin them and repin the factory. Another thing I'm noticing is there's a lot of bubbling back there, so I don't know. Gently take that off. So that needs to be cleaned up. And like I say, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to just, I'm so scared. I'm scared that might be a chemical reaction. I might just do a test spot before I go scraping on that. The Parisienne is still showing up very nice. Once we polish that plastic, it'll look good. But see all the years of grime and grits? The clock just clipped in. But you know, probably doesn't work, considering I wonder if a guy can buy a new clock for this. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? It's looking like all the gauges are just gonna unclip. Well, that makes things a lot easier. Oh, you know that light's burnt out. That's probably a good tech tip. If you're going to go through all this trouble, replace all them bulbs and stay away from the LEDs. You don't want those modern LEDs. They'll flicker and do all kinds of weird things. You want that old retro glow. So that's the fuel gauge. I'm going to take the wider nylon brush and just go over top of any of that loose paint. Wondering, just going to test. No, that's not doing much better than the nylon. Nylon's a lot safer. Got all that sanding done. I'd say 99% of that paint is gone. Everything's nice and smooth. Now it's time to polish this baby up. So I decided I'm going to polish it before I paint. That way, maybe the paint won't stick to the polished areas. And then we're going to tape it off, give it a clean with the final wipe, and then start painting the black spots. What we're going to use is the Autosol metal polish. No particular reason, that's what my store carries. But all you're going to need is this, and a soft cloth. I'm going to use a microfiber, and this is really, really simple. Anybody can do this. And I guess you could use a buffing wheel. And all I'm going to do is polish the areas that aren't going to be painted. And all you do is rub it in. Rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. It's kind of an abrasive. I'm going to polish this until we're going to rub this so hard that there's going to be a happy ending. So we're just going to show you. Wow, looks really good. Really happy with that. You use this on this metal polish. You use that on the chrome. It says on the package everything you can use it for. But they have a whole line of products. It'd be nice if they actually sponsored me, but not. But I'll leave you an Amazon link in the description, and maybe I can sell a couple bottles of this. Help fund the channel. We're all taped off, and that was actually quite a bit of work, believe it or not. Getting all the lines straight and things covered, and I guess now we'll see how well I did after we paint and remove all the tape. Give this a wipe with the Prepsol, get rid of all the grease and waxes and maybe that polish. Get in all the grooves and the cracks. That's typical, always trying to get into the cracks. Get that nice, good. You want to get all the greases out. So we're using the Proform 1K high build primer filler. Let that dry for 5 minutes. Do it again. Now we're going to let that dry for 20 to 30 minutes and come back with the black. Now we're going to give her a couple shots of the trim clad semi-gloss black. So guys, we're going to unwrap this, even though it's still kind of wet, but just too excited to see. So this is just like unwrapping a Christmas present. We're gonna just no. I don't know. I don't know why it did that. That should have stuck. Once this dries, we're gonna have to tape off this dash and just respray a top section. It was nice and clean, so I don't understand why I did that there. Oh. So that looks 100% better. And that stuff that from on the underside here, the stuff that peeled off a little bit, you'd never see that from underneath, but I'll know it's there. So of course I'm going to fix it. The corrosion, there's the chrome pitting. Only way you're going to do that is to get that re-chromed. And like I say, I'm just building a cruiser, just something to drive around. It doesn't have to be big money, but I'll tell you, to get that re-chromed, that would have been huge money. So tell me what you guys think. Why do you think that primer never bit into there, even though I cleaned it thoroughly? Cleaned it twice, actually. It was sanded. It doesn't make sense. All that is glass cleaner, and I'm not going to actually clean the plastic part with that. Just doing the outside of the case. Look at that. That's horrible. Now, the kit I'm going to be using is the Novus plastic polishing kit. It's got a cleaner, it's got fine scratches, and then it's got the heavy scratch. It's also got some cleaning cloths in there. We'll start off with the cleaner. Shake well. Test in an inconspicuous area. Remove surface dust with soft cloth. Okay. Spread evenly over entire area. Buff with a clean, soft, lint-free cloth immediately. Remove scratches or phasing. Use Novus fine scratch remover. For heavy scratches, try the heavy scratch remover. There you go. I got mine off the Amazoni. So let's see. I got a fresh, clean rag here. We're just going to wipe off the dust. Shake that out. Gonna shake this well. I'm gonna use their cloth. Man, this thing's actually not in bad shape. So I've let that dry. I'm gonna shake the fine scratch remover, because we don't have crazy scratches on here. We just got stupid ones. That should have never happened. That's from using dirty rags. Oh, is there a safety seal in this thing? Oh no. Okay, it's just hard to squeeze out. You know, from using dirty rags when you're cleaning your car. And why won't you come out? Am I missing something here? Well, I'll be different. The safety seal is not on the bottle, but inside the cap. Well, that was dumb. Try this again. Ooh, that's a lot. Maybe I'll just dab that. Okay, and I'm going to do this in circular motion. It doesn't say how long to do this, but I guess until the scratches are gone, but you can't see because of I'm going to take a rag and let's just see if we've made any advancements. Give me an idea how long we need to do this for. Wow. Wow. Just that little bit's taken almost all the scratches out. They were just little fine scratches, but still. Let's do that again. That was fun. Let's get a new corner of the cloth. Again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to daub it across. And then we're going to, wow. I cannot say enough about this. I wonder if it's on plastic surfaces. I'm just wondering if, ooh, you know what this might be good for is headlights. This might be good for headlights. I gotta try that. I got a car at home right now. Oh, the weather is crappy. That has those plastic yellowed up headlights. I think that might be some fun, eh? Let's just wipe this off. That is amazing. That thing is crystal clear. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of dust on the inside, but not enough to warrant taking it apart. I'm just going to give this a little bit more of a rub. Like I say, it's not perfect. You got to remember though, this is 59 years old, and it's just nice and shiny. I like it. Like, of course, the more you rub, the better it's going to come. But I think for a driver, we're happening. This is amazing. I like it. That is beautiful. Great. So now we got the Pontiac Parisienne little insert that goes on the passenger side. I did clean it a little bit with the window cleaner and the Novus Clean and Shine, but I think there's quite a few scratches. There's this discoloration here. There's that. And I'm going to do an extra step, and this time I'm going to use a magic eraser. We're just going to try taking some of this off first. Let me get some blue shop towel. I know I said I was going to paint the backside of this, but I'm scared of chemical reactions. It's getting better, but yeah, like I was saying, why paint it? Take a chance on the chemical reactions when the lettering is beautiful. It's just got a lot of scratches in it. So we're going to be using the heavy scratch remover this time. And over here we've got these face plates from the gauges. They had a little bit of rust around the edges, so I thought I'd treat them to a little bit of paint. Didn't think you really wanted to watch me do that. I'm scared because it's not like Impala parts, even though they're both B bodies. The Parisienne parts are way more expensive, and because there's more people doing Impalas than they are Parisiennes, that's the reason. And they're way more scarce, way less aftermarket for them. Was oh, that's nothing. Okay, so let's apply this just like the other one in circular motions. Just rub, 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 rub. I haven't rubbed like this since I was 15 years old. Okay, now it's getting a little dry. Let's take our microfiber, buff it. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's made it a little bit hazy. because this isn't the final. Just going to use this one. It is better. I think I got to work on here a little bit more. Wow, what was that stuff? Coming off my fingernail. I was stubborn. I think some of those are just too deep. So now we're going to turn around and move over to the fine scratch to get rid of the scratches that the heavy scratch put in. Find the corner of our cloth. Give this a shake. What do you guys think? Oh, now we're going to clean, shine, and protect. Anti-fog, anti-static, dust repellent. Anything anti-dust is good. I'm anti-dust. I never dust. Unless it's with a leaf blower. Look at that. So much better. So these little face plates for the gauges, I had a chemical reaction. So I took some lacquer thinner, took the paint completely off, sanded them down. Then I cleaned them up with some Prepsol, and now I'm shooting 1K primer. I did both sides. This side I'm going to just paint in an aluminum color. I don't have white here like they had before for the backside, but aluminum should reflect the light just as well. I flipped them over. Now they're gave them a shot of black, and so far it's, except for that one spot right there, except for that one spot right there, no chemical reaction. Like, I don't know why it's doing that, but maybe with the second coat that'll disappear. So all I'm going to do is start reassembling everything so you guys can see the completed dash. polish up these gauge faces. They have to be reassembled. And just going to do this in fast forward, because you see me take it apart. You don't need me to explain how to put it back together. So guys, got those gauges together. Like I say, didn't think you wanted to watch the painful, oh my, painful reconstruction of those. And did I mention it was painful? So, put this dash back together and see what we've got. So there you go, guys. From 0 to hero. So I decided to put the gasoline first. So Mrs. Junk actually realizes she has to put gas in the car. And then the battery. I figured time would be last because we all know she's not going to be on time. But there you go. Not perfect, but great for a daily driver. Hope you enjoyed this episode, Nice Junk. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Go over to More Nice Junk. Go subscribe to that. Show them some love. And we'll see you all next week.